Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Sami here. Today we are gonna see, what if, neglected Naruto x Kushina Uzumaki, part 4. Hope you'll enjoy this video. So before we start, please subscribe to our channel, and like this video. I do not own this fanfic, and also make sure to check out the author of this fanfic, BLUEDOG1029, and support him for writing this awesome fanfic. Link is in the description. So let's get into the video. Something happened that is going to make me have to come back and visit Konoha more often. It wouldn't be affecting me too much. But like I said, it would only be for around a week, a month, if even. Jiraiya explained, not once talking about how he's coming back to see Naruto. Due to his guilt, he didn't want to ruin any chance with Naruto, or make Naruto feel even worse. I don't know if Panther-sensei would allow Naruto to start. Already done, he agreed and said having both him and I teach you would be very good for your training. Jiraiya reassured him. And why do you want to train me? This seems a little too good to be true, Naruto asked seriously, looking for any reaction from Jiraiya. No ulterior motives. I taught your father and I thought I would teach his son as well. He can't exactly do that. Jiraiya didn't want to tell Naruto he was doing this out of guilt. Who knows what can of worms that would open. At the mention of Naruto's father, Naruto gave no visible reaction, slightly surprising Jiraiya, but he quickly wrote it off for now. And the Hokage is okay with this? Naruto asked again. Perfectly fine with it, if anything he's quite happy. Fine, I'll do it. Naruto answered. Great. Now I have to go meet the old man, so meet me here tomorrow at the same time. Jiraiya explained before he jumped away, leaving Naruto alone with Ari. Weird old man, I really should start teaching you more, shouldn't I, Ari? How about we go to the Inizuka compound in a few days? Naruto asked and only received a yip in response. Okay then, let's go home, I'm tired. A few days later, Naruto and Ari walked through the Inizuka compound in the quiet, ignoring the multiple people looking at them curiously, considering well Naruto had a wolf next to him. The village wasn't quite used to that yet. Even the Inuzaka, who had their own ninkin, looked at him intriguingly. Naruto was heading towards his destination, the Inuzaka clan head's house. Naruto knew Tsume Inuzaka from seeing her on multiple occasions, due to her being one of Kushina's friends, but that was the extent of it all. His real target was Hana Inuzaka, who was what Naruto could call a friend, considering he saw her on multiple occasions, due to the fact she was in his mother's genin team. Now she was already a chunin, but that didn't change the fact she would visit often. She recently started visiting less frequently due to the fact she was studying medicine and medical jutsu, but every once in a while, she still visited his mother. But the last time he saw her was when his mother and sister were still around, so around 8 to 9 months ago. Not that it mattered like Mikoto, as they weren't exactly that close, but nevertheless Tsume seemed to like Naruto to an extent. Knock knock. Naruto waited patiently with Ari standing at his side ever so stoically. Coming. A young child's voice yelled from inside. Naruto wasn't exactly surprised, just a little annoyed that the one answering the door was neither of the people he wanted to see. The door slid open, revealing a young boy around Naruto's age with shaggy brown hair, and the well-known Inuzaka red fang markings under each eye. It was Kiba Inuzaka, Tsume Inuzaka's only son and Hana Inuzaka's brother. Naruto Uzumaki. What are you doing here? I didn't know your mother was coming by today. Kiba asked curiously. Meanwhile, a small white puppy with brown ears walked out from behind Kiba to see what was going on. She isn't. I'm here to see your sister. If she isn't here, I can talk with your mother. I have a few. Ari. Naruto trailed off warningly as he saw the two animals meet. Akamaru curiously looked at Ari, then slowly walked towards her to see her. Being a mere pup, he didn't know any better. Huh? Akamaru? Kiba asked curiously. As soon as Akamaru got within 2 feet of Ari, she started baring her teeth in warning. Ari. Naruto warned again as Kiba watched in curiosity, not really surprised as this happened a lot in his compound. Akamaru didn't seem to notice Ari's changing expression and pressed on. Then Ari started to growl quite ferociously, scaring the pup. Immediately Akamaru jumped back and scampered towards Kiba's leg. Wow, Akamaru real manly. Kiba sighed disappointedly. Sorry about that. She isn't that trusting with anyone or anything. Naruto apologized. Wait, she Akamaru could be your future girlfriend. Show her who's the alpha. Kiba exclaimed, not quite mature yet. Ari seemed to understand that quite clearly, and let out another snarl telling Kiba otherwise. Alright, never mind. Kiba relented a little because of the wolf. Anyways, is your mother's sister here? Naruto asked again. They're both here actually. Do you want to come in? Kiba asked in response. Yes, thank you. Naruto bowed his head slightly and entered the home. After taking off his shoes, Naruto entered the home followed closely by Ari, who was sniffing the air and obviously on guard, because of the smell of multiple beasts. So how did you find the wolf? Kiba asked, breaking the silence that reigned between them as they walked through the hallways of the quite large house. Found her in the woods, healed her, and now this is us. Naruto explained. Really? Wow, that's quite rare. They said the only people who did that were the original Inuzaka founders. Now we just breed our own, so they have it in them already. Kiba explained. Interesting. I guess that makes our relationship unique. Naruto exclaimed. It is. Kiba reaffirmed. So when did you get your partner? Naruto asked as it was his turn to make a conversation. Naruto and Kiba weren't exactly friends, they just saw each other every once in a while, due to their mothers being friends, so they didn't really just have conversations at hand. About 3 months ago, I just got him to finally get 100% comfortable with me. Kiba explained. I see, no wonder it looks so young. Yep, he's just a puppy. How old is she? Kiba asked, beckoning towards Ari, who was still shadowing Naruto silently. I don't know. I'm pretty sure she's like a teenager in dog age. Compared to her pack, she wasn't full-sized yet, but she isn't a puppy, so I don't really know. Naruto explained. That's even rarer then. Usually if you want to train a wild animal you have to start training them when they are really young, otherwise they go completely feral, and are incompatible with anyone other than their pack. Kiba was clearly surprised. Really? I never knew. Naruto looked down towards Ari and smiled as he gently petted her head. Alright, they were both talking in the kitchen. Kiba said, pointing towards the only room with a light on a few doors down. Alright, thank you. Naruto thanked him as he walked ahead. She isn't going to be a problem, right? Kiba pointed towards Ari as he called out to Naruto before he got too far ahead. I don't think so. Why? Naruto inquired, confused. Because my mother probably has her Ninken in there and well, he's the alpha dog in the house, and as seen as Ari doesn't like others, that may be a problem with him. Kiba explained carefully. Thanks for telling me, I'll watch her. Naruto was Naruto's simple response. Good luck. Kiba waved back to him as he left with Akamaru in tow. Naruto walked slowly after warning Ari to stay by him and silent through the conversation. As Naruto peered through the doorway he saw two females both with brown hair with the Inizaka fang tattoos under each eye. The first one was a woman who looked to be around her mid to late 20s. She had shaggy and wild brown hair much like Kiba's, and she had a more feral look than her fellow Inizuka. This was Tsume Inizaka, the clan head of the Inizaka clan. The next was a younger female who looked to be around her mid-teens with straight and long hair. Instead of the wild look like the others, she had a more elegant look, as she had her hair back in a long ponytail with two bangs framing her face perfectly. This was Hana Inizaka, the daughter of Tsume Inizaka and brother of Kiba Inizaka. Sat a few feet away were four dogs all sleeping until Naruto peered through. The first and biggest was a large black and white dog, with a black eye patch over its right eye. The other three were all identical in looks, with the same brown and white fur all around. Naruto. Tsume was the first one to see him as she sat at the table talking with Hana. Hello Mrs. Inizuka. Kiba let me in, I hope I'm not disturbing anything. Naruto bowed slightly. No you weren't, we were just talking, nothing important. And no need to speak so politely, we all know each other here. Tsume explained. Oh good. Naruto sighed out. Naruto. Geez, I haven't seen you in so long and you already grew this much. Hana got up from her seat and seemingly measured him. It's been a while Hana. Naruto smiled slightly. I could say the same thing about Naruto, it's almost been a year, where have you been? I almost thought Kushina-sensei did take you along with her. Hana spoke without faltering at all. No, she didn't. I was very busy, training in whatnot. Naruto informed them. Really? I thought Kushina didn't want you to train until you or Hana was cut off. She doesn't know and she won't know. Naruto declared slightly forcefully, slightly shocking Hana, and only getting a raised eyebrow from Tsume. Alright Hana agreed, not seeing what the problem was, nor where this other side of Naruto came from. Anyways, Tsume changed topics. Right, sorry Naruto bowed again. It's okay Naruto, but what did you come here for? Hana asked, recovering from the outburst. I wanted to know if you guys could give me some pointers on how to train my friend here. Naruto changed his attention towards Ari who was still standing next to him. That's quite the beautiful wolf you got there. Tsume started. So that is a wolf? I thought it was just a dog that looked like a wolf, Hana muttered quietly. Thank you. Naruto took that as a compliment. I can help you, but you do know I can teach you any of the Inizaka clan secrets, right? Tsume clarified. That is fine, I don't think that would work in my fighting style anyways. I just want her to be able to help me in fights, and not get killed on the battlefield. Naruto explained earnestly. Then why not just keep her as a pet? Hana added into the conversation. I can't, she has to be my ninja companion. Naruto explained quietly. Huh? Why? Hana asked again. I can't tell you yet. Naruto explained again, looking down slightly. Tsume sighed as she leaned back slightly. Huh? Mom, did you say something? Hana asked curiously as Naruto looked at her worryingly. Huh? No, just speaking to myself. Tsume reassured me quickly. Oh. Meanwhile as Naruto spoke with them the largest of the four Ninkins stared at Ari, before it got up from its place and walked towards her. Ari noticed this, and she stood up as tall as she could and glared towards the beast. The beast didn't falter and walked towards Ari standing up as tall as it could in response. Once he was within 5 feet of Ari started growling and warning towards the one-eyed Ninken. Naruto moved to intervene in case anything happened. Naruto. My first lesson is for you to stand back and let them handle this. Tsume barked out her order. Naruto wasn't entirely sure, but nevertheless he stepped back. Okay Naruto, let the two beasts settle this themselves. If anything happens me and Hana will intervene. Tsume reassured the blonde. The Ninken slowly circled Ari, now growling back at the wolf. It bared its teeth in warning towards Ari as it approached her again. As soon as it was near her and brought its nose closer to sniff the wolf, she retaliated. Ari snapped back towards the one-eyed dog, who leaped back to dodge the attack. The beast growled louder now and approached Ari again, not faltering again, but Ari didn't back down either as she raised the volume of her own snarls and growls. Finally, he stopped face to face with Ari, or in this case snout to snout. They glared at each other for a good minute before the black and white Ninken turned away, seemingly scoffing at Ari, who looked towards Naruto before walking towards him and leaning on Naruto as she stood. Well then, Sum started. That was unexpected. Hana finished. Naruto just looked at them curiously as he subconsciously ran his hands through the wolf's hair. And so, they started talking about what Naruto should be training on with Ari and what he should be doing overall. Obviously Naruto couldn't learn any clan techniques, but he could learn the other Ninken techniques the Inuzaka often taught any outside ninja who wanted partners. 45 minutes later, Hana and Naruto were talking away when Sum interrupted them. Hana, could you leave me and Naruto alone for a moment? Sum asked, seriously shocking her daughter slightly. Sure. Hana wasn't quite sure of what happened or what was going to happen. After she left the kitchen, Naruto stared at Sum for a moment in confusion. Did I do something wrong, Mrs. Inuzaka? Naruto asked, obviously confused. Geez, what did I say? Just call me, I'm not that old, and no, you didn't do anything wrong, yet. Sum rubbed the bridge of her nose. Right, Sum, Naruto spoke again. Good. Now I'm here to talk about what Kushina did and my opinion on it. Sum informed the blonde. Okay, Naruto narrowed his eyes slightly. Well then, let me start by saying I'm not going to hate Kushina for what she did, nor am I saying what she did was wrong. Sum started. Then why tell me this? Naruto asked dangerously. Let me finish. The reason I won't judge her is because I don't know what the reason was or why she did what she did. There are plenty of clans and parents who think leaving their children on their own accord will make them grow more, kind of like how some birds literally throw their chicks out of the nest to see if they fly or will die. Sum explained. Naruto remained silent throughout the explanation. Okay, Shisha, I'm not good at these types of things. What I'm trying to say is this, I'm not going to judge her until she returns and explains why the hell she left you here. So, don't expect me to baby you or anything about it until she returns. Sum finished as she threw her hands in the air. I can respect that. Naruto spoke in return. Thank you. But I don't need anyone to baby me now, nor when they return. I've been thrown to the wolves enough, literally. I can stand on my own from now on. I don't need them nor do they need me, so don't expect me to hold the same ideals as you. I gave them a test already, it's up to her if she passes or fails it. Naruto explained, narrowing his eyes slightly. And that is totally justified. I never said what she did was good, I just want to know why she did it before I make my decision. Sum replied. Good, now I think I need to leave soon, my sensei is probably going to scold me when I get back. Naruto explained as he stood up and Ari followed in suit. Very well. Sum got up too. Thank you for helping me with Ari, goodbye. Naruto waved by as he left the room, leaving Sum in the silence. Hana, you can come out now. Hana appeared out of the dark hallway. You knew I was there? Hana asked curiously. The entire time, you aren't that good, yet. Sum informed her daughter. The two of them stood there for a moment before Hana spoke up. He's changed. A lot. And rightfully so. Sum added. I wonder why he changed that much, Hana asked aloud. You'll know when you're older. Sum explained as she ruffled Hana's hair. Right, and so, the two Inuzaka went back to their daily lives, as Naruto made his way back to the Anbu headquarters, with Ari right by his side. 2.5 months later, once again there was a meeting in the dimly lit Hokage's office. It was late at night, much later than any civilian would be out. No, it was the time most Anbu performed their duties. Okay, now since Jiraiya is here, can you please tell me why you wanted to speak to all of us? Hiruzen asked, clearly tired from the long day of work. I think it's time for Naruto to take on his first mission. More importantly, take his first life. The panther-masked Anbu informed the trio. Yes, this time instead of just Panther and Hiruzen talking, now Jiraiya was there as he joined in with Naruto's training. I agree. Jiraiya added. Don't you think, well, isn't he still a bit young? Hiruzen asked, not entirely sure of the idea. I must disagree, during the war children would be shipped off as young as 5 or 6. Panther explained. True, but that was during the war. We didn't have a choice then, Hiruzen countered. Exactly, Naruto isn't 5 or 6 now, is he? He's already 8. Panther reaffirmed. I still don't think this is a good idea. The Hokage chimed in again. Then the Hokage denied the request. Jiraiya stepped in this time. Jiraiya, why do you want him to do it? I would expect you to be more against this than me. Hiruzen inquired. Normally I would be against it, but I've seen the reports. You've told me about Naruto and his personality, and him going against all your wishes to speak to Kushina, even when they were on good terms. Personally, I feel he will never be more ready. If we wait too long, he may even grow accustomed to not killing. And with the way he's growing, it's amazing, quite frankly. It's amazing how easily he was fueled by his anger and sorrow. Normally anyone would say don't let rage fuel you, but Naruto used it and transformed with it. It's like he has adrenaline constantly pumping through his veins during training. Jiraiya explained seriously, no perversion anywhere inside in the room. I see. The Hokage saw this seriousness and couldn't help but agree. So, is it a yes or no? I have a mission perfect for this occasion if you say yes. Panther questioned again. Yes, as the Hokage I will allow you to give Naruto his first mission as an Anbu member. Hiruzen sighed deeply and leaned back. What mission is it? Jiraiya asked curiously. There's a group of bandits led by a low Chunin level ninja, from what my sources are telling me at least. Panther relayed his information. I see nothing Naruto couldn't handle then. Jiraiya spoke again. Wait. Do you honestly think Naruto can face a Chunin level ninja already? Hiruzen asked skeptically. I do, but if it eases your worries from what I've been told is that they have only raided small towns without any ninja, so if my assumption is correct he may even be genin level. Those are only assumptions though, so don't take my word on it. Panther further explained the mission. I see, that's good. You are dismissed then, make sure I get a full report on the mission when you return. Hiruzen commanded as he took another hit of his pipe. I will see you when I return. Panther bowed and was about to leave before he was interrupted. Wait, will you be assisting him or? Hiruzen inquired again. I wasn't planning on it. If need be I will, but only if I see any fatal errors or threats to his life. Panther stated. Okay, you may leave. And with that Panther disappeared into the shadows to leave the sage and the Hokage their own doings. Naruto's room. Naruto was already fast asleep with Ari sleeping on the foot of the bed. Considering it was 1 AM this wasn't that surprising. Today wasn't a normal day though, not normal in the least. Knock knock. Naruto was force awake as he heard a few fast and hard knocks on his door. There were more bangs than knocks because of the force applied to the door. Maybe it was only that loud because of the silence that permeated the room, but nevertheless it woke Naruto up fast. Naruto jumped out of bed and towards the door, where he slammed it open to look at who it was. Standing in the doorway was Panther, fully garbed in all of his Anbu gear. Panther-sensei. Naruto asked, clearly tired and confused as he shielded his eyes from the light that shined brightly into the pitch-black room. Get ready. It's time. Panther stated before he shunshined away. That was all Naruto needed to hear to know what was going on. Immediately he was wide awake as he raced through his room and prepared for his mission. Naruto stripped off his pajama pants and t-shirt, and immediately put on a black long-sleeved shirt with 2 matte black guards coming from his shoulder to right over his elbow. He wore equally black Anbu pants with black tape wrapping his ankles and 2 kunai pouches, one on each leg. Finally, to finish it all off he had 2 tanto that he used for training strapped to each forearm, and 1 long blue and black scarf hung loosely round his neck. Ari, who already caught on to what was happening, was already awake and alert, standing by the door awaiting departure. Naruto raced out of the room with Ari shadowing him perfectly until he reached the exit. Their Panther stood still, completely stoic and calm under his mask. He overlooked Naruto for a brief second before he unsealed a katana from a seal painted onto his left arm right under the shoulder. Naruto raised an eyebrow as he placed the katana next to Naruto and measured them both. So a katana is still too big for you. Panther brought a hand to his chin as he sealed his katana away again. What? Panther-sensei, can't I just use these? Naruto asked as he gestured to his 2 tanto he used for training. They aren't good enough for actual fighting, maybe 10 enemies at most, but after that it could shatter at any time. Remember, those are for training, not actual fighting. If need be you could, but I would rather be prepared for the worst on a mission. Panther mused for a while before something seemed to click in his mind before he shunshined away again. 15 seconds after he left he arrived again with 2 new tanto in hand. Take these. Until you are big enough to wield a katana, these will be your battle-tested weapons. These won't break unless you want them to break, or you meet somebody way above your level. They aren't for training though, you will keep using your training ones for training. Panther explained as he handed Naruto the 2 identical blades. As Naruto grabbed them he opened one and swung it around a few times to test it out. It's lighter. Naruto muttered. Indeed, it's also sharper and deadlier. Panther explained. How long am I going to have to use these? Naruto inquired curiously. Until I think you're ready, katanas. Panther responded briskly. Oh, enough with this conversation. We have a mission to do. Panther briskly turned around and started running off, leaving Naruto and Ari to follow. A few miles south of Konoha. Do you understand your assignment? I am going to be standing by at all times to make sure you don't get yourself killed, but other than that this is all you. That doesn't mean be reckless though, I can't save you from everything, so be careful. Panther explained seriously as he looked at the slightly nervous side of Naruto. Yeah, I'm going to take down the caravan, mainly the rogue sand shinobi who is leading them. Naruto repeated his orders. Exactly, any way necessary as long as he's dead. Now killing everyone is optional, it is up to your decision. Panther informed the blonde-haired boy. Is it under my discretion? Naruto asked weakly. It is. But I will say this to you since I think I'm obligated to be your teacher. Anyone you spare will live their life wishing for revenge against you. Some more than others, but if any of them have the chance they will take it. You are killing their comrades down there, so either hide your face or kill them all. Panther declared ruthlessly. Okay, good, you have until sunrise, which is in 4 to 5 hours. Go. Panther commanded as Naruto sprinted away to where the caravan was. It was around 30 large tents and an unknown amount of bandits sleeping inside. All they knew is that none of them have any ninja training, except for their leader. If that changed, then Panther would come in to help ASAP. Naruto crouched right outside the clearing where the caravan resided. There were 4 fires from what Naruto could see. It was dimly lit and multiple makeshift alleys in between the tents, perfect for hiding in the shadows. Ari, I want you to sneak around the perimeter and start taking out the guards one by one. No mercy. Naruto told his wolf companion as she seemingly nodded and sprinted off into the foliage, leaving Naruto to his own demise. Okay, breathe Naruto, breathe. Naruto closed his eyes for a second, pulled up his scarf, so it covered his face, since he didn't have an Anbu mask yet. And he took off. He sprinted as fast as he could through the caravan, sticking to the shadows, until he reached what seemed like the leader's tent. It was larger than the others and seemed well better than the others. Naruto slowly went to the back of the large tan-colored tent and peered in through one of the flaps. Inside he saw who he was sent to kill. Black hair. Check. Large scar on his right arm from his shoulder to his elbow. Check. Green and black outfit. Check. It was Hayato Sushi, rogue shinobi from the village hidden in the sand. Naruto completely stopped breathing as he took one tanto out of its sheath that was strapped to his left forearm. He raised it and froze for a split second. But that split second caused a bandit to walk in and scream in shock, alerting Hayato of Naruto's presence. Boss. The bandit screamed in urgency. Hayato saw where the bandit was looking and turned around and threw a fist out to push away his attacker. Naruto, who saw this, tried to kill Hayato fast, but was forced to miss as he struck his arm instead. Ah fuck. Hayato cursed as he held his arm. It wasn't cut off, but it was barely hanging on. Naruto cut at least halfway through. His bone was for sure broken from the gash. You? Get the boys. We have an intruder. Hayato ordered as he seemed to cauterize his wound. The bandit quickly scurried off, and Naruto could hear bells immediately start ringing all around the camp, signaling an intruder, and the intruder was Naruto. Crap. Naruto muttered silently to himself. So somebody thinks they can take us down. Not gonna lie, I expected this sooner, and orchestrated better. But then again, your luck could just be shit. Hayato spat as he readjusted himself. Naruto didn't respond. He just burst forward, putting his tanto back into its sheath, seeing as this wasn't a good opportunity. Naruto flung several kunai towards the missing nin. Hayato quickly performed multiple hand signs, and a gust of hair shot the kunai all around the tent, causing a few screams from somebody outside the tent. Naruto ran straight through the wall of air, seemingly unaffected. The missing nin clearly didn't expect that, and so was completely useless when Naruto sent a kick straight towards his opponent's chest. The missing nin brought his arms and guarded his chest, only to be sent flying out of the tent by the chakra-enhanced kick. Naruto followed suit outside, only to himself being surrounded by bandits. There were too many to count, that was all Naruto knew. All of them were equipped with swords, spears, clubs, axes, anything you could think of. They probably had it. Is it the intruder? A voice asked in the crowd. Isn't he just a child? Do you think we really have to help? He doesn't seem like much. Yeah. Boss can probably kill him. Seeing this much praise coming from his comrades, Hayato straightened out and was feeling better than ever. He didn't show fear nor any anxiousness. He had to keep his cool in front of everyone to show his position as leader. Ha! Now you see what you're up against. Hayato taunted as he raised his hands at his side to prove his points, and all the bandits cheered with him. Now was Naruto scared? No. Was he worried? Yes. Was there a difference? That's debatable. Naruto stayed silent as he looked around and tried to size up his opponents. What? Are you scared now? Huh. Is that why you hide your face? Because you don't want your mother to find you killed by us. A bunch of lowly thugs. Well, don't worry, we'll take good care of her. Hayato further taunted Naruto, hoping to get a reaction from him. Naruto brought both hands to each tanto on his forearms, and he drew them both. He stood there for a second with both blades starting to spark with electricity. Everyone stays back. This is my fight. Hayato declared as he flexed his arms, making sure his arm was good to use. Naruto burst forward towards the missing nin as soon as he heard that order. He could use his cockiness to kill him. Now let's see what you look like under that scarf. Hayato roared as he performed a vast amount of hand signs. All of a sudden, a cyclone of blaring wind roared to life, blowing all of the bandits back, and cutting Naruto in multiple places, due to the wind blades in the attack. Naruto would have been blown back if not for his feet being stuck to the ground with chakra. Gashes appeared over Naruto's skin, but Naruto forced himself to not flinch. Show no fear. Feel no fear. Embody the fear. Was one of Naruto's greatest lessons he learned from Panther. Naruto stood there. Once the wind died down, face exposed, his scarf blew off somewhere in that last attack. Tanto in each hand. He's just a child. A mere shrimp. Boss, you got this. Eat this brat and show him not to mess with us. Naruto coated his tanto in electricity and burst forward ever so dead, an expression etched across his face. He leaped toward the missing nin, who was still recovering from his massive use of chakra. He didn't expect this increase of speed either, so he barely dodged the first swipe of the blade. Naruto didn't stop and flipped with his swipe, landing and then giving a sideways kick at his enemy. Hayato was sent flying away and crashed into a nearby tent, getting tangled in the process. Hayato immediately appeared out of the fallen tent and prepared another attack. "You fucking brat. I'll fucking kill you this time," Hayato exclaimed as he performed the exact same jutsu. The massive cyclone of wind blades appeared once again, not shocking Naruto this time. He had a plan this time. "TSK. Winter Pony," Naruto muttered as performed multiple hand seals. All of a sudden a large fireball burst forth from Naruto's mouth, causing the cyclone to erupt into a massive vortex of flames. Performed another set of hand seals and a wall of earth erupted from the ground covering Naruto. Flames flew in all directions, burning bandits in all directions. Screams, wails of agony. Naruto couldn't hear any of them. As soon as the vortex of flames died down, Naruto leaped over the rock wall. He searched the field for Hayato until he found him standing around 100 feet away. Why you bastard? I'll fucking kill you. I won't just kill you, I'll cut you into pieces." Hayato cursed towards Naruto, who was unharmed. How was Hayato doing? Half of his body was completely charred and raw, half of his face was red and bleeding heavily, literally melted away from the flames. Naruto didn't feel nervous anymore. He was better than these people, these monsters, these beasts. Who knows what they did when they pillaged villages? They probably raped and killed more than they could count. They were disgusting. Naruto was better than these humans. With the ever so dead expression on Naruto's face, he burst forward towards Hayato again. "Wait." Hayato exclaimed in horror as he couldn't move fast enough to counter Naruto. Naruto didn't listen and leaped in front of Hayato, and sent a downward strike towards his opponent's skull. Squelch. Hayato brought his hands up to block the attack, but it did little effect. Naruto cut both of his hands off from the forearm down. Hayato screamed as he looked at his now stumps. Naruto didn't stop nor give any more time to scream, as he brought his tanto across his opponent's neck like scissors, cutting his head off like a hot knife to butter. Thump. Hayato's head rolled lifelessly across the floor by the time his body followed suit. That's when Naruto realized. He killed somebody. It didn't feel good, but it didn't feel bad. It was just numb. Naruto felt satisfied. It felt a lot better than he expected. It was a fulfilling feeling, to kill your opponent. Was it wrong? He didn't care at the moment. He felt satisfied. He felt numb, yet satisfied. That's when he lifted his head from the lifeless body in front of him, and saw dozens of bandits surrounding him again. Some had major burns on them, some even missed some parts due to them losing their own weapons in the cyclone. "You monster. Just fucking die." One of them screamed. "He's just a fucking kid. The boss must have been weaker than we thought." "Yeah." He flaunted around his ninja status so easily he was all talk and no show. "Let's fucking kill the bastard." The bandits motivated themselves with the idle remarks. Naruto swung his blades down in a swift motion, cleaning them of any blood. "Get him!" The bandits roared. All of a sudden they charged towards Naruto blindly with weapons raised in the sky to strike him down. This time Naruto coated his blades in wind chakra. The first 9 appeared all around Naruto, weapons going downwards towards Naruto, hoping to kill their enemy. That's when Naruto ducked slightly and spun around, swords in hand. Thud. 9 heads simultaneously dropped to the ground and their bodies shortly after. What scared them the most was the grin appearing on Naruto's face. "Attack. Everyone at once. He can't stop us all." The same bandit yelled again. That's when Naruto remembered something. "They can see my face." Naruto thought it was allowed. "That means I have to kill them all." Naruto remembered what Panther told him earlier. "Anyone you spare will live their life wishing for revenge against you. I don't want anyone hunting me." Naruto mused to himself. "Oh well. Here they come." And with a bloodthirsty grin across his face he fought. And fight he did, only if he saw back in the forest under his mask. Panther had a savage grin etched on his face as he saw Naruto slaughter the caravan. "This is better than I expected." Panther silently mused to himself. Dawn. Sunrise. Panther slowly made his way through the formerly lively caravan. Now it was dead silent, except for the sound of the rainfall hitting the tents and earth. No life whatsoever. Blood splattered on the tents, limbs flung across all over the place. That's when he found him. Covered head to toe in blood that wasn't his own. Surrounded by the butchered bodies of his enemies. Naruto looked towards the heavens as they rained down on him. It didn't help with the blood. It was almost stained onto Naruto at the moment. The tanto were still firmly grasped in each hand. Panther never expected those finely crafted tanto to have chips in them. It showed how much they were used in this short amount of time. Ari was right next to Ari, her fur coat stained red from the blood. She was too busy licking up the blood from Naruto's pants to notice. "Are you hurt?" Panther broke the silence between them. "No." Naruto answered shortly with a sigh. "We should get back. Lord Hokage and Lord Jiraiya expecting a debriefing soon." Panther admitted. "Hey, sensei. Don't we get to keep all of their treasure and loot? You know, spoils of war?" Naruto asked curiously, disregarding the death surrounding him. This was the first time Naruto ever heard Panther show any emotion at all. "What?" Naruto asked, slightly embarrassed with the hue of red appearing on his cheeks. "You just keep surprising me." "Yes, you may." Panther stopped laughing and chuckled slightly as he threw a storage scroll towards Naruto. "Cool." Naruto spoke as he caught the scroll and ran off towards the missing nin's tent with Ari in tow. Konoha. Anbu headquarters. Naruto stood with Panther and Nari in front of Jiraiya and Hiruzen, who were waiting at the Anbu headquarters waiting for the mission debriefing. Naruto and Nari, still covered in blood, felt slightly embarrassed. Well, Naruto did. So, are you going to explain why Naruto here and his companion are drenched in blood? Hiruzen asked with narrow eyes, clearly not messing around. Mission accomplished, no casualties nor injuries, sir. Panther answered stoically. I can see that. Hiruzen deadpanned slightly. Everyone in the caravan is dead, no survivors. Naruto here killed everyone including stragglers because they saw his face. Panther explained truthfully. What did he do? Jiraiya asked surprised as he turned his attention towards the blood-clad Naruto. What he said. Naruto looked down as he spoke. I see. Hiruzen was clearly shocked. After a brief moment of silence, Jiraiya broke the silence. So, how did it feel to have your first kill? Do you want to talk about it? Jiraiya asked curiously yet cautiously. It felt numb. It didn't feel good, but not bad, yet I felt satisfied that I beat him. Naruto answered without thinking too hard. I see Jiraiya bring a hand toward his chin in thought. Well, Naruto, why don't you go wash up? We can talk more after. I'll have Panther debrief us on everything. Hiruzen dismissed Naruto seeing he was drawing attention from the other Anbu. Alright, yawn, but can I catch up on my sleep before that? Naruto asked earnestly as he covered his mouth to stifle another yawn. Yes, you may. Come see me around 6 then and we can have dinner at my house. Hiruzen chuckled slightly as he saw Naruto's personality not changing. Naruto started walking away with Ari walking right next to him. Wait. Naruto, catch. Panther threw a scroll towards Naruto. Oh, I almost forgot. Thanks, sensei. Naruto said as he caught the scroll and continued towards his room in the Anbu barracks. What was that? Hiruzen asked curiously. Spoils of war. If Hiruzen or Jiraiya could see under his mask, they would have seen the same savage grin stretched across his face. Oh boy. Jiraiya spoke barely audibly. What have you done, Kushina? No matter how you look at it, Kushina sparked a change in Naruto. That was the thought running through Hiruzen's mind as he saw the retreating form of the blood-covered Naruto. Drip. Blue eyes slowly opened. Drip. Blonde hair slowly rose from the ground. Drip. The blonde figure looked around curiously for a second. Drip. It's about time, Fox. Naruto was clearly annoyed. Watch it. You may be a demon, but you don't even hold a candle against me. The demonic voice boomed through the mindscape. So? You think I'm scared? I know your limits. I know what you can and cannot do. As long as I don't give you permission, you can't even do a thing to me. Naruto never even flinched through the ordeal. You're no fun to talk to. At least my other containers were at least scared of me. You don't even respect me. Kyuubi barked. Respect is earned, not given. And so far, you have only given me reasons to not respect you. Naruto replied seriously. Oh? And what has the great nine-tailed fox done to not gain the respect of the oh-so-great Naruto? The fox asked sarcastically. You haven't explained to me what the hell type of things you said you were going to tell me. As simple as that. I've been waiting almost a year now. Naruto exclaimed, annoyed. Did I have to even talk to you again? No. I paid my debt plus interest. I have no business with you and you with me. So be happy with me coming now and deal with it. Actually, in the deal you said you would explain to me what sins I had, and what abilities I would gain. So far all I know is that I have more strength than average and I'm faster. Naruto informed the fox. Do you want me to explain or not? I can play the silent game much better than you. I've been locked up longer than you've been alive. Kyuubi shot back. Fine. Explain. More respect would get you better reception. The reason I'm coming now specifically is because demonic traits are going to finally start slowly becoming more prominent. Exhibit A would be you killing all those bandits. Did you feel anything? No, you didn't. That's what I'd like to call losing your humanity. Granted, you haven't had your humanity since I turned you into a demon. The fact still stands. You don't hold the same natural standards other humans do. Okay, that actually explains a lot. I was starting to think I wasn't normal. You aren't normal. You know what I mean. Anyways, what else? Well, I don't want to say you unlocked your demonic traits, but you triggered them. You will most likely encounter some growth spurts in the near future. Okay, wait, I'm not going to be abnormal or anything, right? Translate. Am I going to be like a 22-year-old 10-year-old? Naruto asked innocently enough. You realize that doesn't even make sense, right? You know what I mean. Naruto answered slightly embarrassed. Oh, somebody's finally showing some emotion. Anyways, to answer your question, no, you will be on the larger side of humans your age, but nothing out of the ordinary. You wouldn't be a 22-year-old, 10-year-old like you said. Kyuubi clarified. But anyways, what sins am I? Naruto asked curiously, changing topics in the process. That's what I'm getting to. Naruto waited with anticipation and a bit of nervousness. I don't know what to say to that. It's like I've never seen anything like this before. I've never even heard of anything like this happening before. The nine-tailed fox answered truthfully. What? What do you mean? Am I faulty? Naruto asked again. No, just you have the feeling of all the sins. Some are more dominant than others, that's for sure. But it's the type of thing you hear in fairy tales. There are stories of things like this happening. But we all kind of wrote them off as myths, due to nobody having any legitimate records of them. At least I thought they weren't legitimate, until well you happened. So, I'm abnormal. Special. Naruto didn't know enough about demons to really know what that meant. You're something borderline unheard of. Like I said, you only hear things like this in fairy tales or myths. So what are my dominant traits then? Naruto reaffirmed. That's what is interesting. I don't know which one is most dominant. But here is my conclusion. I'll leave what my guess is your naturally aligned sin is until the end. Okay, you have 3 sins that are way more dominant like we said, but I think 2 of them are that major because of your circumstances. Okay? Then what are they? Wrath and greed. Am I really that greedy? Naruto asked, slightly surprised. You have become greedier. Okay, how does that go with my circumstances? Think about it. You live your life seeing your mother, who was your world, favoring your own sister. Whether you want to admit it or not, you wanted your mother all to yourself. The jealousy and rage just stayed hidden away to boil and boil until your mother left, when you basically said fuck it. Hypothetically, of course. Wouldn't that go with envy then? In a way, yes, but the fact of the matter is now when you get something you love and cherish, you aren't going to let go of it no matter what it takes. I see and I can't change it. Kid, you're a demon. Doing that would weaken you in a sense. Embrace it, lose whatever humanity you think you still have. We don't abide by the same rules as mortals. Kyuubi declared. I see in wrath. Naruto asked again. This one is pretty much the same. Think about the conversation you had with the old man you call grandfather the day your mother left. You didn't want to be walked all over again. You don't want to be the hero. Now before you ask, no, that isn't pride, because now, whenever somebody takes advantage of you or does you wrong, well, they will feel your wrath. Now like you said, technically yes, if you truly wanted you could hold in all that pent-up rage and anger, but I wouldn't recommend it. Aren't you telling me this kind of like cheating? It just feels like I know something I shouldn't. Naruto spoke anxiously. No, it won't change a thing. These are your subconscious sins like I said. You have no control over them. It's like trying to change destiny. You can't do it. That makes a little sense. Exactly. Now would you like to hear what my guess is your naturally dominant sin is? Sure, Naruto was still clueless about the situation. He got it, but he had to get used to it. Plus, I am pretty confident when I say it's probably lust. Kyuubi said it was nothing. What? You mean like doing the deed? Naruto asked with a hue of pink dusting his cheeks. Being around Anbu agents for as long as Naruto has been, you tend to learn about some things whether you want to or not. That thing would be, Anbu agents read a lot of smut, and Naruto tended to get a little curious, soon after he was given the birds and the bees conversation. Yes, technically. Kyuubi even felt slightly awkward by the way Naruto phrased it. But Naruto tried to say, it's not all about sex. Kyuubi finally exclaimed, setting Naruto's mind at ease slightly. Phew, then what is it? Naruto asked curiously. Lust could be said to be a multitude of things. It's a strong desire for something you will do anything in your power to get. You could have lust for power, knowledge, money, and well, sexual things as well. It all depends. Lust can even be interpreted as how you love in a way. That sounds broad. Naruto spoke unsurely. Well, it means what it means. Sure, lust could mean greed and greed could mean lust, but it doesn't. It's more complicated than that. You'll understand more as you grow. Kyuubi explained. Okay, what about my abilities? Naruto asked, relenting to the earlier conversation. That's the confusing part, I don't know. Like I said, I've never seen something like this happen before. I see, then what do you know? Well, I know my sins. Wrath and pride. And what do they do? Well, wrath, for example, you tend to be more battle hungry, and the more emotional you are, the stronger you get. At least it depends on the emotion. But at the same time, you can get drawbacks. Sometimes your senses dull to give you that extra power, so you may be numb to pain. Wouldn't that be good? No, quite the opposite. If you are numb to the pain, you won't know how badly you really are injured. Sometimes your senses are dulled like I said, and you won't even know if a killing blow is coming straight toward you. But like I said, it depends on the emotion. Sometimes it can be a blessing, or at other times, a curse. That doesn't sound worth it, though, but it is. Sometimes at least you'll know when you go through something like that. It's like something you've never felt. Imagine the feeling of adrenaline pumping through your veins, just on steroids. I see, but like I said, since you are what you are, I don't know if you will even get any normal things. Maybe you're just a massive sin. Just raw power. Maybe you have all the abilities. Honestly, I have no clue, only time will tell. You will naturally gain these things and will answer your own questions. Okay, that's not what I really wanted to hear, but at least I have something to look forward to. Something I've had on my mind for a while. What about gods? What are they to demons? Are there even gods? Naruto asked curiously. Well, contrary to popular belief, gods and demons are very different. We are the same race at the very core. We were just named gods or demons by other beings. That in itself is what really separated us. We slowly started drifting and taking sides. Slowly different beliefs were established. They didn't like how we were represented by sins and so on. So gods are like holy. They can't do anything bad. What? No, far from that actually. It's just the way we do it and they do it. There can be evil gods the same way there can be good demons. In the end we are all similar. That's different from what I was taught. I'm sure it is. Humans tend to change things to fit their beliefs over time. Now is there anything else before I go back to my slumber? Yeah, how come I never see you? I half expected to see a giant nine-tailed fox. Naruto questioned as he stared into the vast darkness that was inside the massive cage. Really? You asked that now? Well, I would have asked earlier, but somebody waited over 9 months before talking to me again. Fair enough, if Naruto could see the 9 tails he could have sworn he would have seen it shrug. Splash, splash, splash. The sound of somebody walking through the darkness through the ankle-high water resounded through the vast mindscape. All of a sudden 2 crimson red eyes with slits as pupils glowed through the darkness. But they were smaller than Naruto expected. Much smaller actually. It was like the size of Naruto's eyes. Naruto raised an eyebrow, but before he could say anything woman slowly walked into the viewing range of Naruto, right on the other side of the cage. She had long crimson hair with an orange hue that reached all the way down to her ankles, long eyelashes that were perfectly pronounced on her heart-shaped face that exuded beauty, cherry-colored lips. She was about the height of 5 foot 6 inches, which for a woman was decently tall. She had wide hips and a large bust that was probably on par with Tsunade's, maybe a bit smaller, but not by much. She had a pair of orange fox ears on her head, and 9 majestic fox tails swishing through the air, as if they had a mind of their own. She didn't wear any clothes and seemingly didn't care for them as they showed off her unflawed, barely tanned skin. Even then though she had an elegant and royal look and aura to her. Whoa? Naruto muttered in awe, not expecting this in the slightest. Surprise. That the great 9-tailed fox that makes countries bow before it is a woman. Eh? Where did you geek? Kyuubi shrieked in shock as she felt something on her highly sensitive tails. Naruto seemingly crossed the barrier and entered the cage without fear of the demon turning woman. Kitsune. Naruto didn't really decide on what she was yet, he was too fascinated in her tails. These are as soft as Ari's, Naruto exclaimed as he rubbed his cheek against the soft appendage. Stop. Don't touch. That's rude. The female flailed her tails around trying to get Naruto off. How rude. I was just admiring your tails. Naruto said not to let go of the tail. Well, if you would know. My tails are like my private parts. You can't just fondle it. It's sensitive. Kyuubi exclaimed, slightly embarrassed. Naruto slightly blushed as he realized what she said, but he didn't let go. It was just too soft and nice. I used to be human. I don't understand these things. Naruto went back to his ministrations. That's why I ache. Just hold you. Kyuubi had a large blush across her face and a vein bulging on her forehead as she spoke with the child. It'll take time to get used to that, so I'll just enjoy this for now. Naruto mused innocently. Finally, Kyuubi's legs gave out and she sat on the ground with Naruto. Fine. At least be gentler. Kyuubi gave up with a still evident large blush across her face. Fine. Naruto sat there stroking her tails, completely oblivious to the raging blush on Kitsune's face. You are a strange child. Kyuubi started trying her hardest to take her attention away from her tails. Am I? You are. You just waltzed in here where I have the power to do anything to you, and you didn't even bat an eye, just went straight towards my tails. Kyuubi stated. If you wanted to do anything you would have tried by now, and plus it seems kind of contradictory if you wanted to do something to me after you went through the trouble of turning me into a demon. Naruto explained, never losing attention to her tails. Fair enough, but even then. I expected you to at least be surprised that I was indeed a female. Don't really care, tails are tails. Naruto responded absent-mindedly. Seriously, why am I even surprised now? Kyuubi brought her hand to cover her tomato-red face. Indeed, why? Never mind. Then what's your name? Or are you just going to be Fox from now on? Naruto asked curiously, noticing her mood change. Why would I tell you? You have done nothing to earn it, nor are you making a good impression at the moment. The Kyuubi finished with a slight glare towards Naruto's ministrations on her tails. Okay, Fox it is then. Naruto didn't really care. Fine. To you my name is Kurama. Kurama. Pretty name, sounds a bit off though. Naruto mused as his eyes rested on top of Kyuubi's head, more specifically her ears. Well, sorry, my name isn't up to your standards. Anyways, that is the title I was giving, not really my actual name. But if you want to know my real name you must earn it, so for now you may call me Kurama. Kurama answered haughtily but didn't get far with that. Leap. The kitsune leaped into the air again as she cradled her ears. In shock. What was that for? I told you these are like my private parts. You don't just touch them. Kurama exclaimed as she leaped away from Naruto. Correction, you said your tails were like that, you said nothing about ears. Naruto informed Kitsune. Okay. That's enough for today. Time for you to leave. Kyuubi finally snapped. Oh? So there's going to be another one next time. Sweet, those tails are mine. Naruto declared, causing the Kyuubi to blush even harder. Don't you have somewhere to be? It's already round 6 in the real world. Oh crap. I'm late for my dinner with Gramps, see you. And he was gone, just as fast as he came. The only thing left was the words the Kyuubi spoke that echoed in the empty mind. Geez, do you even realize what you just declared? Kyuubi covered her fiery red face with her hands in embarrassment. 2 years later, oceanic blue eyes fluttered open. A hand ran through pale blonde hair, pushing it out of his face. The figure looked down at his bed and smiled as he saw his companion. The ever so pure white wolf grew over the 2 years. She was now larger, but still not too big. She wasn't the same size as her pack of wolves from way back when, but she was still large enough to be intimidating to her foes. Over the 2 years, he and the Inizuka clan learned something about Ari. She was not normal in the slightest. She had chakra like the Inizuka Ninkin, but her chakra was different. It was more malicious, almost like the day the Kyuubi attacked Konoha those 10 years ago. Did that push Naruto away? Not in the slightest. If anything, it made his relationship with the wolf increase. Sun was worried, yes, but once Hiruzen checked it out and reassured her everything was fine. Let's just say after that day none of the other Ninkin tried to show Ari who was the alpha. Their instincts would basically scream to them to back off specifically because of that chakra. Naruto grew too though. For his age of 10 he was pretty tall. Standing at a height of 5'2" at only the age of 10 made him taller than most of the children his age. Not that it mattered considering he never hung out with anyone his age. His eyes got a sharper look to them, and turned into a darker tint of exotic blue that seemed to match his pale blonde hair. He matured quite a bit also. He had happy moments. He had his moments when he was full of rage, and most of all he experienced a new kind of loss. It was a mission he would never forget. It was all going well until Naruto shook his head to get those thoughts out of his mind. He had a mission to get to soon. No use remembering past times before a mission. Anything that could make you lose focus on your mission wasn't necessary. Ari. Naruto called out. His voice wasn't as high-pitched as before. It was still a 10-year-old pitch, but his tone sounded more like Itachi's, soft and polite. But anyone who knew Naruto would know that Naruto was known to be bipolar of sorts. When he was on a mission, and when he was home from a mission were complete opposites. It was the main mission Panther wanted, a shinobi who could switch into a killing machine at a switch of a button. It didn't scare anyone, no. If anything, he gained respect from his peers in Anbu and shinobi who knew him alike. He never heard anything about Kushina or Mito. He lost interest as time went on. He still kept his word with Hiruzen about giving them a test, and the deadline was coming up soon. Whether they made it or not was up to them. Even Naruto doubted what he would do if they actually passed it though. Could he really forgive them? Oh, how Faye loved to fuck over Naruto. Ari looked up from her spot on the foot of the bed as she heard Naruto call out. We've got to get ready. We have an important mission. Naruto told the wolf as he got up and started changing clothes. His clothes changed too. Now he wore the Anbu uniform, which consisted of a black skin-tight tank top, gray flak jacket, metal arm guards and gloves, and black Anbu pants with taped shins to reduce bagginess. Naruto also had the well-known Konoha Anbu tattoo on his left arm, but he also had 2 more rays on each arm under the shoulder. Was the same type of storage seal that Panther did to seal his swords. Naruto quickly looked over himself in the mirror before he started walking to his door. There sitting on the coffee table was an Anbu mask. It was the normal white porcelain, but the dark blue markings that matched Naruto's eyes perfectly symbolized a wolf. Let's go. Naruto opened the door and ventured down the halls of the Anbu HQ, with Ari never missing a step behind him. Naruto slowly made his way to the captain's office to complete his mission. Knock knock, come in. The ever so stoic voice ordered from the other side of the door. Wolf reporting for duty, sir. Naruto answered as he entered the room. Naruto, we both know it pains you to say that, just drop it when you're with me. Naruto's sensei sighed. Panther didn't change at all. He still wore the same outfit and everything. The only thing that changed was his black hair was a bit longer. Yeah, I know just what is my mission this time. I was told it's important. Naruto sighed and collapsed onto the couch. You are going to be delivering an important scroll with a full team of Anbu who are already waiting for you at the village gates. Really? Why is this so important if it's just a delivery mission? I was told it was super dangerous. Or something like that. Naruto exclaimed as he flailed his arms to show his point. It's a problem because we have intel that another village might be tasked with getting the scroll from you. Oh? One of the major villages. Thankfully, no. It's a small village known as Ashigakure. They don't want the scroll to make it to the daimyo of the Land of Bears, so they will probably do whatever it takes to get the scroll, so be prepared for confrontation. Now the problem is the known style of the Anbu from Ashigakure. They are not the usual. They are what I would like to call sore losers, as in, even if you get the message delivered without a hitch, which I doubt you won't deliver it, they will most likely try to take you out too. At least give a message to us. Panther explained seriously. And we can't exactly start anything politics-wise because it's not our domain. You should know this by now. Naruto, the Anbu, works for the Hokage, that is all. We can use whatever we want as long as we are loyal to Konoha. Think about it, why do you think I had Sabusa and you meet for training? Hell, even the other Jinchuriki, we have more leeway. In a regular Leaf Shinobi we can move around and work with the not-so-nice organizations in order to do our missions. That's why we can even work with other major villages Anbu. Even if we aren't exactly allies, we all exchange information. It's how the world works. Give something, then you gain something. Yeah, I get told this by you every single time Naruto waved him off. Then next time don't ask dumb questions. Panther returned. Fair enough. Is there anyone I know on the Anbu squad? No, just a few other trusted Anbu members. Like usual, nobody is squad leader, just make sure you all agree on something before you act. Panther warned Naruto. Yeah, I hear that every time too. Then hurry up and go. And don't get hurt, who knows what the Hokage will do to me if something happens again. Panther smirked under his mask. Oh, how you hurt me, sensei. It's almost like the only reason you want me safe is because of the Hokage. Naruto clutched his heart and feigned pain to show his point. Just get out of here, don't do anything I wouldn't. And Naruto disappeared into the shadows. Village gates. Naruto sprinted straight through the gates, not even waiting to find his squad. After all, they were Anbu, they didn't need to wait. All of a sudden behind Naruto and Ari leaping across trees, 3 other Anbu appeared. You were all debriefed, right? Naruto asked behind his mask, hiding his expression. Indeed. Was the calm tone of the Hawk-masked Anbu. The 3 Anbu were all similar in size, probably somewhere around 5'10" to 6 feet. Naruto couldn't tell, he only knew they were taller than him. The first Anbu was wearing a white and brown mask that signified a hawk. He had light brown to tan colored hair with a muscular yet slender build. The second was the tallest and seemingly biggest of the group. He had shoulder-length brown hair and a white and tan bear mask. The final one was the shortest of the group with a black and white mouse mask. He had a tanto strapped to his back and had short black hair. Good, so you were warned by the high possibility of being attacked by Hashigakure? Naruto asked stoically as he kept leaping through the forest. We are hoping to get this done as fast as we can, so we can do everything we can to avoid conflict. This time the Mouse Anbu operative spoke up. Exactly my thoughts. Naruto spoke calmly. I'm guessing all of you are in agreement to keep moving and not resting. So, we can hopefully make it back by tomorrow morning. Yes, we were already talking about that before you arrived. But then we don't have any problems. And so, the squad of 4 sprinted through the forest on their way to Hashigakure. 9 hours later, Naruto and the squad of Anbu slowly walked out of the royal office. They didn't meet the daimyo himself, but his retainer instead. Something about the daimyo being too busy for them. Anyone else getting the vibe that this has been going too smoothly? The gruff and heavy voice of Bear informed his teammates. Agreed. Mouse added. I agree too, but I didn't sense anyone following us. Hawk informed the group. They could have been cloaking their chakra signatures. Naruto informed the group. True, but why not attack? Our mission is technically completed. They lost. Hawk questioned the squad as they started their trek back to Konoha. Unless they aren't worried about that letter anymore, like it won't affect them. Does anyone know what was in it? Mouse asked the squad. Nope. No. Wasn't told a thing. Was the general consensus. This is obviously strange. Hopefully we can make it back before anything happens. Bear added again. Does anyone know about Hashigakure? What are they like? Naruto asked this time. I've been there once for a mission. Supposedly they are extremely prideful in their jewel, or it's something of the like. Supposedly it gives them power or something, and at the same time that makes them think they are on par with the major villages. Hawk informed the group. That's wishful thinking. Naruto brought his hand to his chin in thought. Ari stayed quiet the entire time. Indeed, but that doesn't change the fact that they want to be recognized as a major village. Shit, I don't know about you guys, but I was informed that there is a highly likely chance we would get attacked on the way back, even if we succeeded in delivering the message, because they want to show the other villages they aren't to be messed with at least. A pretty dumb way to show it, but it does say their shinobi are stronger than ours if they do succeed. Naruto cursed to himself. What are you trying to say? What if they never wanted the scroll? What if they are just trying to pick off shinobi from other nations just to assert their dominance in their land? Naruto explained. A valid assumption. Mouse agreed. Indeed, this whole delivery mission is kind of strange. Why would they not want their own daimyo to get the letter in the first place? Do you think they are intending on overthrowing him? Hawk questioned aloud. It could be. Supposedly the Hashikage is very well. He isn't like our Hokage. He enjoys being a dictator to the fullest, so with somebody higher up than him he isn't the happiest, and if he overthrows the daimyo, he wouldn't have to worry about monetary problems. He would be self-sufficient. Mouse explained. But that would remove trust in any of their allies or future allies. Is it really worth it? Bear interrogated. Either they could make a bogus story and hope everyone believes it, or they could just do what they have been doing, be a dictatorship, assert dominance in your own land, and don't worry about others. Mouse continued to explain. I see, but that's a risky game. The major villages surely wouldn't stand for that. Hawk added. They wouldn't be able to do much. This time Naruto spoke up. What do you mean? Hawk asked curiously. Supposedly from what Captain Panther told me was that all the minor villages stand together to an extent. There is an unspoken allegiance between each other, so that if for instance one of them is bullied by a major village like Konoha, the minor villages would stand together to fight the major village. Now yes, we may still be able to destroy them in a war. What would our major enemies think? Orochimaru is on the prowl and supposedly preparing forces. I was still isn't happy about the last war. Who knows who will try and sweep us from under our feet when we are at our weakest. Naruto explained. I never really thought about it like that. At least Kumo is on somewhat friendly terms with us at the moment. They won't start anything considering the new Raikage seems to respect us, and to an extent likes us. Bear sighed. Exactly, but that doesn't mean they would come to help us if we went to war with Ashikaga and by default the other minor villages. True, anyways, just stay on guard. I want to get back to Konoha in one piece. There's a new Ichiichi novel coming out, and I want to get the first copy. Hawk exclaimed with a strange motivation. Everyone in Anbu loves that goddamn book, Mouseface palmed. Yeah, like you would get the first copy. Captain Inu would get the first copy without even waiting in line. Bear laughed through his mask. A man can dream. Hawk wiped an imaginary tear from his mask. I'll tell you what. If we make it out through this sketchy-ass mission, I'll make sure you get a copy before anyone. Naruto said, trying to lift the mood of the team. And how would you do that? Hawk asked sarcastically. Didn't you know? Jiraiya of the Sannin is his godfather. Mouse answered for Naruto. It wasn't exactly a secret for who Naruto was in Anbu. Due to his apprenticeship with Panther, everyone in Anbu kind of knew who he was. The Jiraiya of the Sannin would send you all of his literature before anyone else. Hawk asked skeptically. I don't ask for it, he just does. Naruto answered embarrassingly. Then let's get going. I want to rub it in Captain Inu's face. Hawk exclaimed as he sprinted ahead of the group. Naruto smiled underneath his mask. At least the squad wasn't as worried as before. But that smile didn't last long until Naruto narrowed his eyes dangerously under his mask, as all of his instincts were telling him to be on guard. This was going to be a long journey. 4 hours later, they were just under halfway towards Konoha. They were all sprinting in the same diamond formation as before, Naruto and Ari in the back with Hawk leading Bear on the right and Mouse on the left. They only made 2 stops due to the worry of an ambush. They were still in bear country, therefore they couldn't let their guard down, and they didn't have any more conversations to talk about, so now they just ran in silence with Hawk, giving the occasional rant about Ichiichi. That's when Naruto felt it. Some was coming at them, but he couldn't figure out what it was. It felt human but off. Then his senses went completely haywire. Everyone move. Chains emerged from Naruto's back, grabbing the other 3 oblivious Anbu, and flinging them back out of the way. Thanks for watching my video. Leave a like if you enjoyed my video, and also do consider subscribing to my channel for more awesome content. And make sure to check out the author of this fanfic. Link is in the description. See you next time. Till then, sayonara.